What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. And you know, I love when my boy Najee is here to talk boxing.
What up? What up?
And this was a special one because you were at this fight in Detroit at Little Caesars Arena.
The energy was crazy in there. It was a lot of people, a lot of minks. The aunties was out. It was crazy.
Detroit don't play.
I loved it.
Franchón, Crews-Dezurn, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
It was the main event.
Yeah.
Well, and against Claressa Shields.
Yes.
In a unanimous decision. She did win. So what was that energy like for you, though, being in there?
Well, listen, Detroit has always had love for me.
Mm-hmm.
And it was funny walking out, you know, I was on my little Beyonce thing. And I'm prepared, you know, you go root for the whole team. And they played whoop that trick. So I started twerking too because I'm like, whichever trick getting whooped, we just going to be whooping. You feel me? But it was good. I mean.
18,000 people bought tickets. 70% were women. That's a huge deal for women's boxing and for women's sports, period.
Yeah, I mean, you know, shout out to Claressa. She did her thing, you know, sold a lot of tickets. But I was very happy that I had a lot of people come from all over. Like, everywhere I went, they stopped me from Illinois, from Ohio, people in Detroit. East Coast showed up, DMV showed up for me. So I was very happy about that. Did my little part, you know.
Now, you were there, Najee. You were actually commentating.
Oh, yeah. I commentated the undercard. It was a great atmosphere. I feel like y'all got right into it, right?
Oh,
like,
my gosh.
First
2
round,
seconds in.
they started banging.
Which I love, by the way, because boxing, when people be dancing around and you got to wait for some action to happen, you went right immediately.
Was that the game plan? Like, to come straight in and
no.
start banging?
Nah, listen. It was a lot of stuff transpired. Honestly, if it was up to me, I probably wouldn't even have fought. Because,
really?
Yeah, it was a lot of unfortunate things that took place the day before the weigh-in, where I was injured going into the fight. And if it wasn't for the fans and if it wasn't for, you know, the people that really love me, just for them, that's the reason why I went, you know.
Okay, so let's talk about what happened the day before, because I know we've seen it.
Yeah.
That was a lot of press for people to even know the fight was happening, too, just more added press. But there was a situation, you guys she said, I guess you headbutted her, and then she pushed you, and then the Crews got into a fight.
Yeah, well, I'll talk briefly on it, because facts are being gathered, but I'm a professional, especially against somebody I've known since they were 15 years old. I'm a person that honors the sport, somebody who's been doing it over half of my life. This ain't my first rodeo. I've showcased in the UK. So any hostile environment, I'm going to be professional, because when you do crazy things like that, you get fined. The fight will be off, and I didn't want to jeopardize that. So like I said, I forgot my hat was on because I'm locked in. You know, I'm beast mode. We here. We made weight. We going to fight.
Yeah.
And as you can see, I bumped into her. We locked in. And I took my hat off out of respect, even through being in beast mode. I'm like, nah, this, you know, my bad, whatever. I wouldn't headbutt her, and I didn't headbutt her.
Can you tell me what exactly happened? Because there was the moment, right? Like, y'all got in each other's face. The hat, she pushed you. And then it seemed like another, like, brawl kind of ensued. And I know you said you got hurt. What exactly happened from your POV when you got injured?
A lot of stuff. I can't speak on it because, you know, I just want to, everything I do is from logic, and I speak from facts. So I don't want to make any assumptions, because even though it's a lot of assumptions being said about me, being said about my family, which are not true, I want to make sure I step correctly. But it was just a lot of unprofessionalism. It was a lot of lack in security. And for me, as an independent contractor, if I'm contracted to do a job, I don't want to do it in a hostile work environment. So I can't speak on it. The publicity, whatever's in the public, chopped and screwed, that's what y'all see, but that's not the real picture.
What type of injury? Can you say that? Did you?
Yes. My ankle and my knee and my shoulder was injured going into the fight. You see, I had it wrapped up. I was out there looking like Fix-A-Flat.
Because you had heels on that day, too. So that
I got pain is pleasure. It was already, my adrenaline was high as hell, too. And I had to do it for the fans. I mean, if Beyonce can perform concerts, need a knee surgery, I'm going to walk for my fans, and I'm going to walk for the people, and I'm going to wear my outfit. Shout out to Catwalk Boutique.
Did you ever consider not, because you said, you know, there were fans there and you wanted to do it for them. Was there a moment when you were like, maybe it's not a good idea? Should I try to reschedule this if I have an injury?
Well, I'm in Detroit. I'm on her promoter, even though we signed to the same promotional company. This has been one-sided from the beginning. I had no leverage. My hands was tied, and I still have a family to feed. I still have things I got to do. And, it was times I'm like, literally, I wouldn't have done it because it's dangerous. Not only going into the ring not 100%, it's dangerous with the people around, because if I'm in a controlled setting and things can happen like what happened, who knows what could happen at the thing. My blood pressure is usually 119 or 123.
Mm-hmm.
Before the fight, my blood pressure was 156. And I'm a trained athlete. So from that moment that everything happened into the fight and after the fight, I was in fight or flight mode. And those are things you cannot control. It's involuntary things you cannot control.
I think about Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia and all the things that went wrong before that fight.
Yeah.
And then maybe it shouldn't have happened, right? Because, you think about that too. But in this instance, is this a situation where maybe you would want a rematch?
Yeah, I mean, I've been waiting 10 plus years for a rematch.
Yeah, this is the first rematch.
Yeah,
rematch,
it's like, listen, everybody's like, we don't want to see that, but nobody had a problem with seeing Pacquiao and Marquez fight. And nobody had a problem with seeing Tyson and Holyfield fight. So to discredit me or say I'm not worthy of that, when we had the whole Little Caesars Arena jumping, had the whole internet jumping, had everybody looking at women's boxing, of course. I mean, if I'm not going to say give me even playing field, because it will never be even playing field, because she's an investment. People got a lot invested in her. She do numbers. But if it was just somewhat something, like without the brawl and all of that nonsense, it would have been a different fight, and I could put that on everything I love.
It's interesting because sometimes we don't know in boxing if something is for marketing purposes. Because when I saw that online, right, Najee, did you think that too? I was like,
I was in the third row when it happened, so I knew. I was like, oh, this is real. Like, this is real. But it definitely helped the social media aspect of it.
I mean, and that's just, unfortunately, me and the people that were with me and my team were casualties to social media. And I'm an entertainer. I don't have a problem entertaining anybody, but not to the extent of my health and my safety, but we got it done. I'm a goon. We gonna step every time.
But when did it start to get, like, I guess, personal, right? Because I feel like I hosted the first press conference in December, and when we did that, everything was cool, right? It seemed like everybody was cordial.
Everybody was cool. The third one that was hosted in Detroit was cool. She just went on. Listen, I'm here. If you see me, my stuff is consistent across the board. The day before the weigh-in, the press conference, I watched her since I was 13. I've looked up to her since I was 15. She's my idol. She actually called me that. Everything. Flowers and everything. We good. Stuff went left. And I know that's out of fear. I'm just going to be honest. This is out of fear. Because you've never seen any great athletes, any other GOATs in it. Muhammad Ali didn't have to do no stuff like that. Layla ain't have to do nothing to that extent. Like, the people you call greatness don't involve all of that, so.
What was the left moment for you, though? Because I feel like I was trying to watch everything on social media. When did it go left for you, where you was like, all right, this felt like something that crossed the line?
When after the win, I'm cool for boxing, even pushing me, because unfortunately, it's some things she said that I knew I was getting pushed. Why would I put on 4-inch heels if I know I'm gonna get pushed?
Right.
Come on, that would have jeopardized the fight. I'm about my bag. I'm about my business. I'm about integrity. You could talk crap to me. She could have did all of that. But even her putting her hands on me, I was like, oh, okay, as it is. We still got to fight. Mm-hmm. But when that other stuff happened,
after the fight, people thought that everything was good because afterward, you guys embraced each other. You said, I love you.
Yeah.
And so people look at that and they're like, okay, why is there an issue now? You said it right after the fight. It felt like
that we aren't friends.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was a genuine moment in the ring.
Okay. Because, and one thing I will say, because watching one of the undercard fights with Joe George Jr., and we saw him fall off the stool in the corner, and one thing they said is everybody wants to make it out alive. That's the thing. It's boxing, but nobody wants to see anything happen like that.
Yeah, I mean, and I did a live to clarify that. When I said I love you, I did love you, but it was I love you. How could you do that to me?
Mm.
How could you hurt me? Because she hugged me, but you never see me hug her back for real. Till she started pleading, I'm sorry, I did this. I'm sorry, I didn't want to hurt your family. Because she was with her corner. I had to pull her over because we need to have a moment. But as a professional and as a person that's truly for women's boxing and women in sports, it's a time and place for everything. I knew it was little girls, little guys, just people really inspired by the moment. I couldn't, what I look like, be like, yeah, B, this, that, and the third, which I wouldn't even call her that. But if I start popping off in the ring, I'm going to look like a sore loser. I've been boxing almost 20 years. I could take a L. I could take a W. It's nothing. I fight. It's my life. Mm-hmm. But for that, I say you just got to tell the truth. Nobody knew the whole conversation. They got the other clips and stuff because the media, they'll do what they want to do. But when you speaking with your heart, your heart and your feelings, then I had to think with my mind. Friends don't do what was done.
Yeah, I saw you on saying that you had to go live because people was talking crazy to you on social media and in the comments, and it bothered you enough that you were like, hold on, I got to clear some things up.
Yeah, character is everything. I'm going to stand on my word. That's all I have. That's what's got me far in this business, and I'm not a phony person. Anybody that's worked with me, anybody's been around me, they know I'm love. And if we got a problem, we talk it out. If we got to swap it out, we going to do it. But what you see is what you get. I'm not phony by a long shot, and she could tell you that.
I mean, she tweeted, you know, I think it was yesterday, that she has real love for you. You know what I mean?
Because she know, because that's all I've given her.
But where do you stand? Is that love like reciprocated? Do you feel like, you know, we had a moment, we could put it behind us?
I've known this girl. I was there teaching this girl how to shave her underarms. I was there when she first got her first manicure, yo. Like, I don't want to get emotional, but that was traumatic as fuck. My mother was beaten and robbed in front of our house. Then I couldn't get to her. And to see some things that happen, of course I'm going to be effed up for a fight. And I'm just like, if anybody, you. But I just got to let God sort it out because I'm not the one.
Is there an investigation or something happening that we don't know about yet? Or
I'm just chilling. Okay. I'm just chilling. I hope, you know, everybody got their money's worth. I hope women's boxing keep getting this light. You know, don't nobody care. I learned the hard way. Nobody give a F about you. Because even with facts on the table, nobody cared, and they laughed at my pain or laughed at me being traumatized. But it's cool. Let God sort it out.
I think and a lot of what you bring up is true, right? When it comes to we're watching boxing, people don't have the empathy. Like, we're watching this as a sport. Right, and we don't know.
I'm a gladiator. I'm still human. Sorry to cut you off, but at the end of the day, this is what I signed up for, and nobody cares. Nobody cares, and I learned that, and that's cool with me, and that's what people want. It's what we do. It's what we do. In
a perfect world, what would you like to see happen moving forward?
I would like a neutral playing field. I would love to rematch before I'm freaking 45 years old.
Right. Yeah. You have time.
You know, I got some. Look, the knees weren't bad, y'all. I just was in fight or flight. I couldn't move like I wanted to.
No more heels at the weigh-in.
No, I'm coming in sneakers.
Yeah, please.
I should have put the Air Forces on. But I mean, you know, my thing is, I worked hard in this industry, and you as a woman in a male-dominated field,
that's why when you say no one cares, I understand that.
Come on, like
no one cares,
and it's like for me to be the butt of a joke, for me to be a mockery. I'm like, me, Big Mama, the heavy-hitting diva. When even Terrence Crawford, the best of our era, comes give me respect, and he could tell you memories about the things he looked up to me about. Because if you go back when they was winning, I always been winning. So to come on this stage and work this hard to get to this point, to be treated this way, that's crazy to me. But it ain't my problem.
Do you have another fight lined up?
I don't know. I'm being honest, I don't know.
Because last year you fought once, right? And this year you said you wanted to have 2 fights.
Yeah.
At least.
So I'm still, let's bring it back to a positive note.
Yeah. Let's do it.
I'm still the unified super middleweight champion.
That's what I'm saying.
Big Mama keep a belt. All right. So it's still work out there for me, and it's still opportunity. If she want to keep pushing it 3-time undisputed, she could come down, fight Shadasia, get them belts, and come see me at super middleweight.
But who do you want right now? I feel like there's a couple girls that, you know, could be in the mix. Is this somebody that you like? All right, this what I'm looking at right now.
Is this PG-13?
This is X. X? Yeah, so you say whatever you want.
So for 10 years, I got my thing hard for her. And I feel like I finally got the hit, and it won't worth shit. Like, I feel like it won't even worth it. It was trash, right? So I don't know who's really out there. Of course, I would love to get a Savannah Marshall or, you know, get that lick back from the UK. Yeah. Shadasia, I don't know. Nobody want to fight me on an even or semi-even playing field.
Do you feel like with Savannah Marshall that wasn't on an even playing field?
No, I was in the UK.
Right.
I was in the UK, and it was majority.
I always wonder when you hear... You know, like how much does that affect you when you can hear the audience? Because I don't know how you tune that out.
Especially another country.
I tell you one thing. That's why I'm the ambassador. That's why I'm Big Mama, because I can go to any hood and be good. Just like I went to Detroit. They was trying to boo. They booed a little bit, but at the end, everybody was cheering. So
maybe we need a fight in like Virginia or Maryland
neutral
or something.
Territory.
Can we come to New York?
Come to New York. Barclays.
Okay.
Barclays. Set it up.
I did Madison Square Garden, a big part. I made history there. It's whatever. Like right now, I'm just going. I got a lot of other things going on too.
The fashion.
Yeah, you already know.
You
You
already
be singing too. What's going on with that? You
Man,
making
I miss
music?
New York Fashion Week to be out Detroit messing with Claressa, y'all. Like, come on. But, I have a lot of material to work on to release now, especially what happened. I'm a real person who expresses themselves through their craft. So people already calling me, you want to do New York Fashion Week in September? And they want to do showcases with me. But honestly, with this situation, I'm just trying to sit down, breathe, because I know through all bad, all storms, the sun is going to shine. Having the opportunity to talk to you guys on this platform is a
Right.
blessing.
I said, absolutely.
Yeah, for
And I
sure.
said, Najee, I know you want to be here
Yo,
for this
listen,
one.
I was there
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
time.
Look,
I
he
gotta be
rolled
here
out
for
the
this.
bed like
he
that.
drove back from Detroit. Like, I
Hey.
gotta get it back in
Yeah,
time.
For real.
yeah.
Would you walk yourself out to a song?
Honestly, when me and her fought in our pro debut, I walked out to my own song.
Oh, wow.
I created my own uniform. So everything that's happening now, I've been doing it. I've been doing
You the
it.
blueprint?
Right.
I dressed her. I dressed her about 4 or 5 times in
What you mean,
boxing.
For the fights?
I made her uniforms.
See, people don't even know.
Yeah, we ain't know that.
I made her uniforms.
The history.
We know that. We ain't
You
know
know
that.
what's all right? Let's get a little personal now for you with boxing. So you actually met your husband because he was your trainer?
No, so he was my
Okay.
sparring partner.
Oh, your sparring partner. Okay.
He used to give me the business. Like, we from the inner city of Baltimore, so he used to give me the blues. And I didn't know he liked me till he told me.
He was just
On the
sparring you.
I
He
like
not
you.
like you.
Throwing uppercuts. He throwing uppercuts. I love you.
Look, we sparring here. He'll bust my little lip, and I'm sitting on the edge like, do I want to do this? And he came and kissed me on my forehead, and I was like, this is weird.
Yeah, can't do that in a fight.
Yeah, ew. Nah, but him, like, I know it's a lot of things said about Crews-Dezurn Jr. And him as a man, not as a boxer. He's one of the hardest working men I ever seen in boxing. He's dedicated to his sport. You open his head, he got Hagler, Hopkins, Ali, Sugar Ray Robinson. That's him. He loves the sport. But my love for him became deep because he was my friend in hard times. The first time me and Claressa Shields met at the Olympic trials, he was there when, just like this, everybody turned on me. He said, don't give up on yourself. He was the only one, platonically. And then when my mother started experiencing her health ailments, he cat sit for me. He checked on her and became best friends for her. So I'm over in China fighting for Team USA. He's giving me a peace of mind by watching out for my mom. And just that love he had for her and the respect he had for me. And then he asked me to be his wife in front of his 80-plus-year-old grandmother who's still here. Shout out Granny Annie and my mom in her hospital room. I'm like, what, me? Because I'm a strong-ass black woman. I don't need no man. But he was strong enough to tame me, and he lets me flourish. He doesn't try to minimize me. He don't try to change me. And that's my best friend. So those things were hurtful.
Yeah.
Take the brawl away. But for her, somebody she admired too, because she like Glenn. She want to get a man like Glenn. When you see them hitting the pads and stuff, that's me and him. I could give you tapes from 2011.
Pat be hitting the pads now.
Yeah, Pappy.
Pat be hitting the pads now.
We've been hitting the pads. When we beat her in 2014, he was hitting the pads and walking me out. Go look at that fight. But y'all know you can't play on somebody you love, and I'll go to war for him. And like, you can't play on his character because anybody could tell you. They had Shakur Stevenson trying to talk about the brawl. Shakur gonna say what he gotta say, and that's Claressa right hand. But he was like, nah, I can't, because I know everybody involved, because it's respect there. So I just want to say, y'all could think what y'all want. Crews-Dezurn Jr. is a great man and a great person.
Listen, I'm looking. Has Claressa reached out to you after the fight? After all of this, have y'all had a conversation?
This bitch crazy. This bitch is really crazy. Because she took a 5-10 second clip that somebody took from my live, talking about me introducing myself to new followers and new fans. Like, what I'm supposed to do? They don't know me like that, so I'm telling you what I do. I said, a lot of stuff you like about her, whether it's the fashion, she does rap, and I'm a real musician, I'm a real fashionista. I do those. That's what I do. She went and said, I'm hating, and I'm being negative. So I just told her, cut the BS. She's like, you cut it. So she wants to probably talk to me, but I'm not going to engage.
I feel like we got to patch that up, man. Y'all too cool. Like, it's so much history there, you know what I'm saying, for this to kind of get in the way.
And I also think about what you both have gone through in the past, like what she's gone through, what you've gone through. It's
Y'all
not
don't
an
know.
easy
My
thing.
story
But
too heavy. My story too heavy, mind you. I'm a mature woman. I'm not old, but I'm a woman who really lived life. I trained. I was on Team USA before money was involved and all the perks. I worked 3 jobs. I took care of my mother and pursued a college degree with no help. So me and her can't put on the same hill. We different.
Well, I think that this fight, albeit like I know that this is a painful experience just because it didn't happen the way you would have liked it to, it showed the power, though, of women's boxing. And I'm hoping this is something you'll be able to use to your advantage when it comes to negotiating the next fight.
Yeah, you know what? I'm so overwhelmed from the responses because, it
was an active fight. I will say this much. I mean, listen, they had Claressa win every single round, but it was an active fight. And I was like, if these rounds would have been 3 minutes instead of 2.
And Franchón is tough. Listen, ain't nobody never put you down.
Hey,
ain't nobody stopped you.
Look.
So,
she said she was going to knock me out. She did mix me up. I'm like, oh shit. All right. Well, is this it right here? You know what I'm saying? She couldn't knock me out. I was like, F it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm overwhelmed with all the love and the responses I've got. Of course, you got trolls, but I could tell you 80% of the messages and the comments I'm getting is just showing, you know what I'm saying? So I'm still holding on to that breakout moment where I can show, like, why I am who I am, why a person like Claressa idolize or look up to me, why these young girls still listen when I speak. I hope I can still get that moment. You know what I'm saying?
Now, Claressa's always professed that she's the GOAT, right? Greatest woman of all time. If anybody can speak to that, or, you can. You fought her multiple times in amateurs and the pros. Do you feel like she's the greatest woman ever?
I feel like she gets the greatest opportunities. I feel like she has a great work ethic. I feel like with her on paper, it looks beautiful. But I can only speak from where I'm from because just like y'all see how this whole debacle, how things went with this, it was very biased. From posting with my picture in and my face in it, but not tagging my name, not mentioning me when I'm an active current world champion as well. It's not one-sided. I've been dealing with this since amateur, since she stepped on the scene. They've always tried to minimize me and put me down. But Whitney Houston said it best. People need somebody to look up to. And she's the one. I told her she's the future. I told her this last fight, you did what you're supposed to do. Carry it. Yes.
Was this your biggest pay date?
Hell no.
No?
Hell no.
I thought this was the bag right here.
What?
I thought.
No.
I seen 18,000 in there.
Who ate?
No, people in the
arena.
Why you think I'm real mad? That ain't even. But the brawl had me mad. But they ain't pay me enough for this.
How much you got?
I don't talk about money.
I want to know.
I want to know too.
It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough, and that was not my biggest pay date. So, I'm come from humble beginnings. So, anything I get, I'm grateful because I work hard for it. I know it's other women in boxing who may not have made that, but from what I've been making, it wasn't worth all of that. I wouldn't do it.
Who else do you like? What other women boxers would you say? I like watching this person. I see that.
I'm like the new age pioneer, so I'm a young OG. I like a lot of the new girls. You got the Caroline Dubois, you got the Alicia Baumgartners, you got the Michaelas, you got the Katies, even the young lady on a car, Jasmine, that fought.
Yeah.
I sponsor her on the low. I didn't ask for no, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got my baby girl over in the Ukraine, Kira, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like mother for real.
Okay.
So I'm going to support all the young ladies, the old ladies, the young guys, you know.
What did you think about the whole Layla Ali, Claressa Shields back and forth?
It's unfortunate because she proved her right. Claressa kind of proved her right, you know, and I'm cool with Layla too. And I would never, like, being as though I know what I went through in the amateurs, I can only imagine what she went through in the pros. But how she flipped it from Dancing with the Stars, having her own personal brand, that's something you look up to respect. Like, okay.
Hold on, what you mean proved her right, though, when you say that?
What you think I mean?
I'm trying to get a
you
better understanding.
You seen the whole read down? For some, it's unfortunate. It's just patterns. Like, people that do try to help, they end up on the bad end of the short end of the stick. You know what I'm saying? It's a pattern. And I'm like, and out of all people, I stayed neutral. I'm like, even as you see, I could have went real low, real fast, real quick. talking about her relationship. That was another thing I had a problem with when she started talking about Glenn. I been knew about their situation.
Right.
And even with the build up to the fight, I never used that as a jab at her because it's not my place. I said, if you happy, be happy. Watch out for yourself. When she pulled me and another person in a private room almost 2+ years ago and told me what was going on, I'm just like, oh, okay, you good? All right, long as you good, I'm good. I can't speak on it. But you attack my family. You come at a real solid thing. 14 years, me and this man been together. The same time I met you and you do that.
What is he saying about all this?
Who, old man?
Yeah.
My husband? He don't say nothing. Glenn don't say nothing. Glenn just chill. He just chill.
Now they say Glenn got a short temper. That's what they saying on the line. Is that true?
No, he is an old man. He is literally a young man, but he got the soul of an 85-year-old person. And he's a man of realness. He's a real, and he gonna stand on business. But people know, everybody know, don't start nothing, won't be nothing. But he ain't a person to start stuff. He's the one that's gonna protect and he's the one gonna defend. So, nah, he ain't got a short temper, but he ain't got time for the bullshit.
Are we gonna get a Franchón life story?
Like, man, my movie gonna be crazy. You think, what was her movie? Fire in the Pit. What was it?
Fire Inside. The Fire Inside.
Cause she from hell. She a demon. That's what she is. Nah, I could speak like that. I mean,
cause y'all know each other.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pray, yo. I really gotta pray and let God sort it out. Cause I don't carry hate.
Let him use you, baby. Let him use you.
I know that's right. Listen, I can't wait till y'all, and I know at some point you guys are going to have a conversation.
I think so, too.
Yeah, I know it. It will happen.
Nah, I'm good. She's great. I told her, I said, you got what you wanted. You got what you wanted at the expense of something that you had. You know what I'm saying? It's just balance. Sometimes you got to let go to that level. And she on that level. And she going, look, you got the little Claressa doll over there.
Oh, yeah.
You know, she looking at
She's
me
in
and
the
stuff.
room.
She like, yeah, all right.
She kind of got her back
What
to
you
you a
say?
little.
Yeah, she got her ear like, yeah, man, I hear you. But, I mean, everybody's journey is different. And that's her journey. And I'm just staying on mine. And it is what it is. Let the universe do its thing.
All right. Well, listen, keep us updated on what you got going on. Because for the next fight, I want to make sure you come through. It's going to be at the Garden. Yeah. Is what we're looking at.
Manifesting.
So, we manifesting.
What you said, Barclays?
Yeah,
we like the Barclays too.
I like the Barclays. It's a
love
little
the
ghetto
Barclays.
over there. You know what I'm saying? I like, little rats and this and
Listen,
that.
I could walk there too.
I'm wearing sneakers. And don't you have your property out Detroit?
Yes, I do.
See, I keep my ear to the
I gotta,
street.
but she's from Flint.
Okay.
So Flint, Michigan. So it's not a long drive from Detroit, but Detroit loves her. But yes, I love going to Detroit, and I'm there a lot. So
I love that. Like, I love watching strong women like yourself and make moves. Like, I get inspired by things like that. So, yeah.
And where you're at right now, Maryland is a great place to invest too. So,
Yeah,
but I love and seeing you as an entrepreneur outside of boxing. I think that's important as well.
Yeah. Well, can I shout out my sponsors?
Please.
Gray Aesthetics was a major. They were on my chest. They really pushed me. That's a husband and wife, small Black-owned business, female-owned business. Fire Gods, that's of course Undisputed, who supports all the boxing and gave us a boxing game when it wasn't one. And my manager Peter Kahn, he's the one who makes a lot of things happen for me. And I just shout out Detroit, DMV, everybody who had a hand of helping me, and I'm so grateful. And thank you guys.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us. We'll see you again.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, it's way up.